Good morning. Please stand. And gentlemen, please remove your caps for the presentation of colors and the playing of the national anthem. Please join me in the Pledge of Allegiance to our flag. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Please be seated.
Good morning, Klein ISD families, graduates, and board members. Over the past few months, two of the biggest franchises in entertainment, Avengers and Game of Thrones, have met their end, some ending better than others. And as a result, over the past few days, I have heard many say that we are, quote unquote, in the end game now. But they're wrong. Unlike Avengers and Game of Thrones, where their stories have ended, our story is just beginning. Graduation isn't the end game for any of us, but a new start. A new start in a new chapter in our life. If your life was like a book, then every single moment up until now has been the prologue. You'll quickly realize that the chapters of your life in high school mean so little in the grand scheme of things. And you'll quickly be absorbed in reverie when you realize by the fact that you have dozens of chapters, books, and even a movie adaptation of your life all ahead. Now, that's not to say that high school wasn't memorable, because it was. In 10 or so odd years, we'll all look back at the stupid things we did, and fortunately for us, all those moments are captured online for the whole world to see. The beauty of life is that you and you alone have the power to write those chapters ahead. Whether your story is a Twilight Saga, or a 7-book monstrosity of a Harry Potter, or even just a simple comic book, you get to decide what you write. The fact of the matter is, it is because we're all dreamers. Dreamers to become doctors, actors, or dreams simply for a better world. This important day marks the moment where we finally take those dreams and we put it on paper. 12 years ago, we all entered with a promise, and now we're all exiting with a purpose. So in a few brief moments, when you walk across the stage with diploma in hand, I charge you to pick up a pencil and write those chapters, those book sequels, and write your story. And for the last time, noblesse oblige. Woo!
Good morning. Welcome to the Klein Forest High School commencement ceremony of class of 2019. I would like to introduce the individuals on stage. Please hold your applause until all introductions have been made. Board of Trustees President, Georgianne Reitmeyer. Board of Trustees Vice President, Rick Mann. Board of Trustees Secretary, Doug James. Board members, Ronnie Anderson, Kathy Arlano, Julie Benez, and Chris Todd. The Klein ISD Superintendent, Brett Champion. The Klein ISD Deputy Superintendent, Jenny McGowan. Associate Superintendent, Robert Robertson. Klein Forest High School Administrators, Lance Alexander, Carrie Farmer, Susan Murphy, Klein Forest High School Counselor, Regina Pruitt, and fellow graduates, Trayvon Hardy, Justin Tran, Vivu, Vivian Nguyen, and I am Gabriela Guzman.
We see that we have an animal that wanted to come to graduation too, so because of that, we're going to let Justin redo his speech.
Over the past few months, two of the biggest franchises in entertainment, Avengers and Game of Thrones, have met their end, some ending better than others. And as a result, over the past few days, I've heard many say that we are, quote unquote, in the end game now. But they're wrong. Unlike Avengers and Game of Thrones, where their stories have ended, ours is just beginning. Graduation isn't the end game for any of us, but a new start in a chapter of our lives. If your life was like a book, then every moment up until now was the prologue. You'll quickly realize that the chapters of your life in high school mean so little in the grand scheme of things, and you'll quickly realize that you have dozens of chapters, book sequels, and even a movie adaptation of your life all ahead of you. Now, that's not to say that high school wasn't memorable, because it was. In 10 or so odd years, we'll all look back at the stupid things we did, and fortunately for us, they're all captured online for everyone to see. Haha. The beauty of life is that you and you alone have the power to write those chapters ahead. Whether your story is a Twilight Saga, or a 7-book monstrosity of Harry Potter, or even a simple comic book, you get to decide what you write. The fact of the matter is, it is because we're all dreamers. Our heads are filled to the brim with dreams. Dreams to become doctors, actors, or dreams simply for a better world. This important day marks the moment where we finally take those dreams and we put them on paper. 12 years ago, we all entered with a promise, and now we're all exiting with a purpose. So in a few brief moments, when you walk across this stage, diploma in hand, I charge you to pick up a pencil and write those chapters, those book sequels, and write your story.
Good morning, everyone. We stand here today facing a major milestone in life. Now, I can finally add Mr. Matters on Facebook. Aside from that, y'all know why we're here. Class of 2019, we made it. Throughout our 4 years of high school, we went from getting blamed for everything because we were freshmen to, hey, seniors! It was a long journey, walking to the new CT buildings from the Fine Arts Hall. But I'd like to say we all accomplished something great today. The first 2 years, we had to learn what accountability meant the hard way. Our parents aren't always going to remind us we have a test next week. We were responsible for ourselves and for each other. Known to be the most rigorous, mentally draining, time-consuming year, junior year was a struggle. Teachers probably questioned whether whether there was a student or a zombie wandering the halls. This was the year we had to learn how to juggle 10 different things with only 2 hands and not enough to hold the coffee. High school was no easy feat. There were students who struggled with their mental health while juggling lab reports and book essays due the same day. There were students who worked the midnight shift at Whataburger and still managed to go to class on time, even if they were known to accidentally snore mid-lecture. There were those who couldn't always make it to soccer practice because they needed to be the babysitter at home. We each did what we had to do. These were our stories. But the beauty of these stories lies within the fact that we, no, you, are sitting here today. Today is the physical evidence of all your hard work, perseverance, and incredible willpower. Looking back, can you believe we did all of that? This year was particularly special. Our varsity basketball team made it to the state finals. On God, we swear they were gonna win, maybe even break some ankles. But there was something we didn't realize. The most important thing that day wasn't the trophy. It was the people on those bleachers. They were the ones that would go to each and every game knowing that the outcome won't matter in the end, and they're the ones that believing in us when no one did. They're your parents, your teachers, your peers. I think I can speak on behalf of class of 2019 that the biggest lesson we learned this year was no matter the outcome, the one constant thing in our life is support, and that is the support from our Klein Forest community. Despite the challenges that we faced in the past 4 years, we persistently pushed through. Although we met our first major milestone, there are more to come. The future is unpredictable, but so are you. We're not celebrated here today for what we have or what we have done. It's what we still have to do. What stands in front of us is life. It is easy to state that our life will become great, but with hard work and dedication, we can reach the unimaginable. Lastly, I would like to acknowledge a few people who helped us get to where we are now. Teachers. I mean, if it weren't for you guys, this speech would not exist, and I'd certainly not be literate enough to read it. Because of you, I learned English, math, most of physics, and history. Thank you for staying hours on end after school just so we can succeed, and thank you for not giving up on us. Our family. Our families are literal superheroes. Well, they aren't your average muscle bodysuit and cape-wearing superheroes. What makes them superheroes is that they had to deal with us. They're the type of superheroes who'd work overtime and still make it to our orchestra concert, sitting in the front row while wearing their work boots. They're the type of superheroes who'd risk going late to work just so they can drop off our science project that we left at home. They're the type of superheroes that literally risk their lives to teach us how to drive. They are our support system that will always be with us through thick and thin. A graduate once said, while parents would metaphorically move mountains for their children, some of ours literally move countries for us. Every sacrifice you have made for us, and there's no gift that can amount to the love you give to us. Thank you for giving up your time, your money, and even a little bit of your freedom to help us achieve our dreams. From the lessons we learned from the character ed videos, to Mr. Alexander's I love ya on the intercom. Love you back, my man. We can most certainly say that Klein Forest has provided us with a sense of belonging and a mission to enter with a promise and exit with a purpose. Once again, congratulations, class of 2019. We finally made it.
Will the candidates for graduation please rise? Dr. Champion, as principal of Klein Forest High School, it is a pleasure to certify to you that these students gathered here this morning have completed all requirements set by the Texas Education Agency and the Klein Independent School Board of Trustees for graduation or are eligible to receive a certificate of attendance.
Thank you, Mr. Alexander. As I look at students real quickly, I want you to raise both hands if you started Klein ISD in kindergarten. Raise both hands. Look at this, folks. Give them a hand, folks. Good job. Good job. Thank you. Mr. Alexander, your certification is accepted. On behalf of the Board of Trustees of Klein ISD and the authority granted to me by the state of Texas, I am honored to now designate each of you as a 2019 graduate of Klein Forest High School. Turn your tassels from the right to the left. Turn your tassels. Congratulations. All right. You ready to go?
I'm ready. Let's go.
Will the first row of graduates please come forward? The rest of you, please be seated. The first 95 students to cross the stage this morning will be our honor graduates. Leading the summa cum laude graduates is the top-ranking senior, the valedictorian of the class of 2019, Justin Kong Tran. The second-ranking student, our salutatorian, is Vivian Fong Nguyen. Also graduating summa cum laude, Christina Fong Hong. Melissa Grace Gentempo. Brian Quang Dang. Nia Ni Hong Pham. Sarah Hong No. Alexander Polio. Ezene Hope Chinisa E. Wayanwu. Allison Doan. Philip Hui Cao. Quinn Kathy Tien Nguyen. Michelle Sanchez. Catherine Tran. Anthony Angel Montealvo. Sydney T. Pham. Lee Hong Cam Nguyen. Arian Usama Aziz. Kong Dui Nguyen Tran. Graduating magna cum laude, Anthony Fan. Ginny Dew. Carl August Huber. Anna Maria Sanchez. Han Vu Jia Bui. Kim Quinn T. Nguyen. Dung Nguyen Min Lu. Johnny Hui Tran. Natalia Andrea Rocha. Archie Coote. Valerie Catherine Puente. Paul Vu. Chima Ngozi Ome. Shalem Victoria Flores. John Muhammad. Jamie Nguyen. Rakai Aliyah Gibson. Ariana Garcia Martinez. Hin Duan Pham. Rosangela Martinez. Kathleen Julian Dang. An Dao. Vi Hong Vu. Tan Nguyen Huynh. Brian Vu Nguyen. Catherine Cao. Win Lam. Sitlali Arlet Ibarra. Catherine Sarai Correas. Graduating cum laude, Nia Win. Anna Magali Perez. Zachary Christine Taylor. Biashane Datrice Grant. Lena V. Cow. Brian Prakin Ha. Kenton and Juan Camden Gamble. Nicole Mary Kale Lane. Jacob Michael Wynn. Carla Renee Castillo. Giselle Otilia Melgar. Matthew Joel Miller. William Curran Ashworth. Armani Lenice Snow. Stephen Hung Trin. Katie Dang Vu. Stephanie Alvidres. Alyssa Gutierrez. Lisbeth Guadalupe Garcia. Hao T. Nu Kwak. Yenny Caridad Toledo Ramirez. Nicolette Miracle Lane. Abraham Gadiel Alanis. Bianca Hannah Godine. Kelly Victoria Kennedy. Brandon Liliana Ware. Itzel Desiree Garcia. Emily Tice Acosta. Veronica Giselle Flores. Jennifer Vanessa Ortiz. Gia Isabella Medina. Madeline Cerveon. Elizabeth Tan Wynn. Leslie Alexandra Valladares. Shelnaya Dijonay Anderson. Christopher Edward Ortiz. Kalia Denise Ford. Hien Kwang Nguyen. Melissa Lizcano. Ariana Nicole Hernandez. Maxwell Chima Agbana. Jetrin Derek Vongsuvan. Eric Ernesto Amaya Flores. Gabriela Margarita Arguello. Anastasia Marie Hollis. Mark Lorvin Robles Aldaba. Our final cum laude graduate is Hagen Drake Barcelo. Continuing with the graduates of 2019, Eric Santiago Abarca. Turab Abbas. Amani Noureddin Abdallah. Rodrigo Abeja Jr. Heidi Zormar Acosta. Leatra Antasia Adams. Martin Aguado III. Maya Lynette Garcia Aguilar. Christopher Alexander Aguilera. Jennifer Jasmine Aguirre. Andrea Alanis. Genesis Alaman. Trinity Linnea Trishelle Alex. Hannah Lee Allen. Jalea Monique Ulrich. Samaris Estefanis Alvarado Benavides. Jose Alexander Alvarez. Leonardo Miguel Alvarez. Luis Fernando Alvarez. Corey Rand Appling Jr. Herman Enrique Arrojo. Noshela Lael Archie. Jeremiah Daniel Ariano. Alexis Argueta. Carlos Arroyo. Jonathan Anthony Arroyo. Travion Demonte Ash. Samreen Ashraf. Alexander Antonio Aviles Jr. Jesus Guadalupe Ayala. Abraham Josue Ayala Gonzalez. Paulina Azua. John Wesley Bankett III. Markayla Nicole Banks. Jonathan Barlow. Angela Amanda Barraza. Abraham Beretta Hernandez. Caitlin LaDawn Barrett. Matthew Robert William Barrett. Jared Donray Bass. Eileen Alejandra Basulto. Joseph Matthew Bazan. Liliana Becerrillo Morales. Andres Bedoya. Yeor Ben Benjamin. Adrian Bermudez. Abigail Bernal. Gabriel Jacob Bernal. Diego Betancourt. Bailey Alexandria Bilbo. Brian David Blanco. April Carissa Boak. Keith Francis Salandato Boholano. Gabriela Rosabel Balanos. Caitlin Shanette Bolding. Amira Jasmine Bolin. Brian Christopher Bolivar. Kayla Yvonne Bradley. Kiasha Renee Bradley. Alicia Lindia Brandley. Joshua Kareem Bratton. Adamaris Brenna Molina. Chandrea Trainice Louise Brigance. Giselle Aileen Briones. Jacqueline Briones. Javier Ulysses Brioso. Marcus Devante Briscoe. Asia Arene Brown. Javon Alexander Brown. Lanisha Nashe Brown. Trinity Armaria Brown. Bill Hui Bui. George Hu Bui. Kristen Builes. Iris Suje Bustamante. Anthony Gianni Caballero. Daira Berenice Cabello. Josue Alexandro Calderon. Levi Josue Campos. Jesus Fermin Canas. Adolfo Guadalupe Cano. Jeanette Cantero. Hui Trong Jia Cao. Michaela Renee Kaplinger. Elvis Murtala Carbajal Ventura. Samuel Noy Carballo. Aransta Zule Carchi Coronel. Isis Nicole Cardoza. Genesis Ray Carrion. Javier Carrillo. Desiree Grace Lynn Carter. Jalen Marquise Cartwright Timms. Savannah Michelle Carvin. Humberto Casares III. Jewel Quetzana Castañeda. Luis Donaldo Castañeda Lozoya. Kiara Catrice Castillo. Aaron Joseph Castillo. Dulce Jasmine Castillo. Gracie Manuela Castillo. Pedro Castillo III. Sergio Castillo Jr. Leslie Eileen Castillo Hernandez. Yvette Marie Castro. Danny Richard Catlett III. Alma Lisette Serta. Rudy Cervantes. Raven Sky Chalabian. Gabriela Nicole Chalico. Jose Ezon Chambers. Pablo Emilio Chamora. Nelly Giselle Chavez. Naya Nicole Chavez. Alexander Sotarit Chea. Sok Heng Cheng. Alexis Charday Cherry. Bria Nicole Clark. Keyshawn David Clark. Samuel Adam Clark. Sindra Danae Clark. Devonte Alexander Colbert. Denzel Dwayne Cole. Mahogany Janae Collins. Travion Khalil Como. Jose Luis Contreras. Bernard Mitchell Cooper. Kennedy Logan Cooper. Catalina Emily Anna Coronado. Adamari Cortez. Idalmi Sule Cortez. Christopher Keith Creer. David Simon Cruz. Javier Alejandro Cruz Montano. Lon Alexis Cruz Ortiz. Kyle Anthony Zeck. Ashton Nicholas Dancy. Nan Tran Bao Dang. Din Man Dao. Tu Man Dao. Anthony E. Davis. Christopher Emil Davis. Zaya Jasani Davis. Cameron Deshawn Davis Watts. Laura Michelle De La Cruz Padilla. Andrea Edith De La Mora. Liliana De La Paz Moreno. Oscar Alejandro De La Roca. John Joseph De Leon Jr. Marco Antonio De Leon Macedo. Isaac Alexander Del Toro. Mark Antonio Del Toro. Christian Pierre Derrick. Josiah D'Antoine Davenport. Irving Ali Diaz. Juan Ramon Diaz. Madeline Isela Diaz. Ruby Guadalupe Diaz. Van Coa Down. Mariah Carolina Don. Joseph Dwayne Donato III. Travion Elijah Dotson. Jalen K. Douglas. Harrison Isaac Dubon Escobar. Jaime Duran. Brenda Sarai Duran Garcia. Nydia Araceli Duron. Giovanni Keanu Duzanson. Corin Joanne East. Michelle Echegoyen. Sydney Monet Edwards. Javon Devon Edwards. Jordan Guadalupe Elizondo. Andres Alexander Escamilla. Abril Melis Escobar. Giselle Estrella Escobar. Luis Javier Escobar. Christian Osman Escobar Melendez. Miguel Angel Espinoza Jr. Suleika Ann Espinoza. Priscilla Judith Estrada. Keelan Tariq Deshaun Evans. Quilgo Leonardo Fanini. Christian Emmanuel Felix. Eric Daniel Fernandez Uriastegui. Edwin Manuel Figueroa Martinez. Craig Anthony Fletcher. Angel Giovanni Flores. Kiana Yasmin Flores. Karen Anaya Flores. Sonia Flores. Catherine Michelle Flores Rivera. Yemenson Adane Flores Umanzur. Jonathan Christopher Flowers. Nadej Janae Fontaine. Gabriel Lance Foreman. Emily Fragoso. Jonathan Richard Francis. Andre Fitzgerald Freeman Jr. Ruby Lana French. Oscar Alexander Fuentes Avalos. Mario Alejandro Fuentes Medrano. Juan Pablo Galera. Daniel Galindo Juarez. Jonathan Josue Gallardo. Ileana Edith Galvan. Brian Ociel Gamboa Torres. Benito Alejandro Garcia IV. Brianna Sarai Garcia. Coral Garcia. Isaac Guadalupe Garcia. Jacqueline Nicole Garcia. Jason Garcia. Alex Garcia. Jonathan Xavier Garcia. Abraham George Garcia. Ryan Eloy Garcia. Zuriel Antonio Garcia. Jose Francisco Garcia Barrios. Andrea Garcia Baron. Joseph Garcia Ibarra. Johanna Sarai Garcia Reyes. Duran James Gary Jr. Eileen Garza. Ashley Araceli Garza. Christian Jacob Garza. Corinna Ann Garza. Davion Autumn George. Brianna Jamaica Monet Gillum. Alexis Sade Gibson. Kyle Bodan Glazner. Daniela Gomez. Gloria Stephanie Gomez. Omero Gomez Jr. Wilson Alexander Gomez. Luis Duvan Gomez Urrutia. Eugene Gonzalez. Adriana Gonzalez. Alejandro Ramon Gonzalez. Angel Joel Gonzalez. Brandon Gonzalez. Alyssa Marisol Gonzalez. Jesus Gonzalez Jr. Julia Eva Gonzalez. Jose Guadalupe Gonzalez Garza Jr. Cesar Eduardo Gonzalez Hernandez. Juan Vicente Gonzalez Torres. David Wayne Gordon Jr. Gabriel Devin Graham. Edson Adonis Gramajo. Melissa Yvonne Granados. Juan Emiliano Granados Hernandez. Anna Sue Guan. Walter Alexander Gudiel. Mario Pratt Gudino III. Priscilla Guerra. Mauricio Alejandro Guerrero Perez. Andres Guevara. Danelli Michelle Guevara. Daleen Haven Guevara. Jarvis Fitzgerald Guidry. Jasmine Lisbeth Guillen. Brianna Trinae Guillory. Jasmine Danielle Guillory. Alexis Guzman. Caleb Renee Guzman. Gabriela De Jesus Guzman. Kevin Mitchell Guzman. Columbus Alonzo Hackett Jr. Quindarius Montrell Malik Hall. Marina Hung. Regina Crystal Hawk. Hannah Eileen Harden. Jakia Mianta Hardman. Trayvon Marquise Hardy. Julissa Maria Haro. Christian Xavier Ray Harris. Jeremiah Allen Harrison. Carl Dwayne Henderson Jr. Hunter Reed Hendricks. Eric Heredia. Vanessa Heredia. Angel Alberto Hernandez. Cesar Ismael Hernandez. Evelyn Hernandez. Federico Josue Hernandez. Marcos Hernandez III. Natalie Hernandez. Henry Emmanuel Hernandez Carranza. Stephanie Hernandez Estrada. Emily Herrera. Jose Efrain Herrera. Senia Alexis Herrero Moreno. Kevin Nirosh Haywak Managay. Christy Marie Hewitt. Deja Tatiana Hill. Allison Marie Hollis. Jean-Marie Denise Holmes. Lacey Brianna Hopkins. Giovanni Horta. Kayla Shani Howard. Tyrese Lamont Howard. Aliyah Noel Hubbard. Tariq Dante Hubbard. Manuel Huerta. Nathan Zachary Hurd. Brooklyn Lene Hutchinson. Dwayne Darnell Hutchinson. Jose Luis Ibarra Jr. Alicia Diane Inman. Marilyn Ariana Irving. Ashley Elizabeth Jackson. Genesis Marie Jackson. Corinthian Malcolm Jacobs. Dewan Darnell Jefferson Jr. Errol Ladon Jefferson. Jared Anthony Jenkins. Miles Javon Jenkins. Kiera Nicole Mariah Giles. Andrea Maria Jimenez. Omar Jimenez. Charles Lathan Johnson. De Leon Dwayne Johnson. Leonche Adarina Johnson. Warren Devon Johnson II. Brianza Renee Jones. Jaquez Jacob Jones. Dulce Jasmine Juarez. Leslie Juarez Galindo. Rosa Liliana Jurado. Alexis Ann Kemp. Kyra Fanice Killings. Brian Joseph King. Eric Wesley King. Christine Iona Kirkwood. Winfield Alexander Conkle. Jada Marie Lanier. Jesus Lara. Jesus Lara. Amy Larios. Leah Abigail Larios. Darius Lindell Lawson. Jerry Lee. Francisco Doan Lee. Tung Dai Lee. Keandre Dwayne Liebum. Davion Dwayne Lee Cullum. Aaron Ornaldo Leon Jr. Giovanna Yvette Leon. Karen Yasmin Leones. Frania Denise Lepe. Kieran Austin Lewis. Seth Quinton Lewis. Victoria Albernacia Lewis. Vaney Lim. Sydney Christopher Lemuel. Ladarius Javon Little. Diego Alejandro Yanes. Teza Latrice Lofton. Damon Renee Longorio. Alexandria Inez Lopez. Anastasia Evelyn Lopez. Jennifer Lopez. Jessica Lopez. Laura Celine Lopez. Leslie Anahi Lopez. Raul Lopez. Sabrina Anita Lopez. Noemi Lopez Lozano. Alan Patricio Loredo Guerrero. Kellen Pupon Looney Vongsa. Taryn Larissa Looney Vongsa. Mackenzie Elise Love. Ashley Callista Lowe. Evananisa Lozano. Carla Marlin Lozano. Melanie Karina Lozano. Geraldine Lucero Escobar. Andres Luna. Randy Luna Paredes. Hong Keijin Ann Lee.
Alice Shing Masonette. Brian Guillermo Majano Canales. Angel Maldonado. Pablo Maldonado Perez. Rakai Catania Storm Mallet. Moses Maldonado. Melvin Alexander Maltez. Juliana Mariscal. Esteban Marquez. Jaime Michaela Marshall. Cornelius Armand Martin. Paige Olethea Martin. Xavier Deontay Martin. Brittany Brene Martinez. Esmeralda Martinez. Ezekiel Sixto Martinez. Jade Martinez. Karina Martinez. Melanie Montserrat Martinez. Miranda Nicole Martinez. Nayeli Anahi Martinez. Tanya Melissa Martinez. Alexis Omar Martinez Gonzalez. Hugo Martinez Maranon. Jacqueline Martinez Martinez. Andrea Isabel Martinez Ramos. Dulce Maria Martinez Silva. Amber Lenice Mason. Asia Marie Mason. Fernando Mata. Cristiani Maria Mateo. Tyler Ryan Matthews. Rashane Alexandra Maxwell. Lazaro Michael Mayari Bulega. Darius Devon Mays. Kyrie Javion McDaniel. Catherine Selena McQueen Cruz. Demarius Trayvon McQuarter. Melissa Medellin. Celeste Neva Medina. Perla Cristal Medrano Velasco. Lothar Josue Mejia. Sylvia Carolina Mejia Villatoro. Jan Luis Melendez. Patricia Michelle Melgar Pineda. Cecilia Gonzalez Mendez. Janet Mendez Nunez. Luis Ignacio Mendoza. Oscar Ernesto Mendoza Portillo. Kevin Alexis Merlos. Kendall Ivory Mims. David Miranda. Daniel Scott Mitchell. Jonathan Andrew Molina. Michelle Joanna Manje. Brandon De Jesus Montalvo. Gilmer Dennis Monterosa. Yoselin Melissa Montiel Andrade. Maria Luisa Mora. Yanira Mora. Alexis Morales. Jessamine Renee Morales. Mark Anthony Morales. Samantha Elizabeth Morales. Edward Miguel Moran. Josue Moreno. Magali Moreno. Cielo Estefani Mosqueda Garcia. Medina Kiara Muhammad. Keshia Stasha Munoz. Ruben Murillo. Jennifer Moustelier. Jalia Daniele Neal. Tyree Dante Nelson. Roxana Nolea Nario Recinos. Duke Hai Kwang Win. Jia Hai Kwang Win. Hai T Trong Win. Jacqueline Nak Han Win. Mylara T Huang Win. Nathan Hui Kwang Win. Nak Diem Mai Huin. Rong Tien Huin. Tan Qua Win. Trang Quinn Win. Tri Huang Huin. Tuan An Win. Lin Yen Win Duong. Kelly Quinn Yem. Trayvon Anthony Nichols. Triana Destiny Jacoby Nichols. Jacoby Norman. Jacqueline Nunez. Maria Nunez. Julia Guadalupe Nunfiro Renderos. Adriana Daphne Ojeda. Shayla Giselle Oliva. Osinachi Ome. Cielo Esmeralda Antiveros Rico. Diamond Chanel George. Orange. Damian Oriana. Natalie Nicole Ornelas. Paula Kimberly Orozco Juarez. Jose Javier Ortega. Francisco Ortiz. Orlando Ortiz Toro. Yohaira Abigail Osorio Herrera. Rebecca Sarai Pacheco. Catherine Rachel Padilla. Julian Nelson Padron. Edwin Palacios. Marquez Raul Palacios. Billy Gerardo Palacios Ramos. Amanpreet Singh Panglia. Naomi Lisbeth Parr. Jerson Ricardo Paredes. Monica Chantrell Parker. Eric Jaswan Pascual. Eduardo Alexander Patlin. Guadalupe Payan. Deja Cherie Pearson. Autumn Deja Peavy Caraway. Jesus Joseph Perales. Kevin Peralta. Jenny Perez. Jessica Perez. Daniel Perez Castillo. Jerson Isidro Perez Linares. Intira Nang Puchan. Ariane Yen Pham. Tan Tien Pham. Elena Lee Phillips. Kenneth Landon Phillips. Ashanti Dion Pickney. Elena Star Pina. Jonathan Antonio Pina. Ruby Jeanette Pignon. Eber Poitin. Jose Eduardo Ponce. Kimberly Montserrat Ponce. Xavier Deshaun Potts. Taylon Shirley Janae Price. J. Adam Prieto. Viridiana Prieto. Jacoby Pierre Prosper. Kimberly Quesada. Catherine Vanessa Quintanilla. Genesis Leandra Quintero. Giovanni Gabriel Quiros. Alan Alejandro Ramirez. Natalia Romina Ramirez. Michelle Alexandra Ramirez Alizar. Carla America Ramirez Casco. Melanie Jocelyn Ramirez Hernandez. Myra Ramirez Zavala. Julissa Nicole Ramos. Rendon Dean Reddock. Delia Simone Nicole Reese. Haley Michelle Rendon. Lucas Reynard Rivas. Anthony Reyes. Jose Napoleon Reyes III. Jocelyn Paula Reyes. Maya Dolores Reyes. Nayalis Ivana Reyes. Rodrigo Allen Reyes Jr. Alejandro Jesus Reyes Tapanes. Delia Larissa Reyna. Taylor Evan Richmond. Jacoby Kamari Riggs. Aritzi Anaí Rios. Bernardo Rios. Romel Alberto Rivas. Destiny Mariah Rivera. Erica Yesenia Rivera. Jessica Natalie Rivera. Joel Rivera. Andrea Anahi Rivera Arjona. Maikiria Gina Roach. Jeremy Lejean Roberson Jr. Kiana C. Roberts. Corin Dion Robinson Jr. Schaefer Velocius Rodriguez. Ashley Rodriguez. Ashley Ann Rodriguez. Brenda Lisbeth Rodriguez. Cindy Nayeli Rodriguez. Daniel Alexander Rodriguez. Elizabeth Rodriguez. Hania Jasmine Rodriguez. Irvin Jonathan Rodriguez. Nora Clariceli Rodriguez. Rachel Elizabeth Rodriguez. Steve Ariel Rodriguez. Yesenia Del Carmen Rodriguez. Raul Rodriguez Ramirez. Amado Jesus Rogel Rendon. Jordan Richard Rohilliard. Christopher Romero. Gabriela Alejandra Romero. Sabrina Rosado. Tavion Rosemond. Guillermina Rubio. Jasmine Stephanie Rubio. Yasmin Rubio. Giselle Ruiz. Jacob Robert Ruiz. Jonathan Ruiz. Sade Devon Russell. Christopher Jamal Ryan. Miguel Salias Salgado. Megan Elizabeth Salazar. Sebastian Saldivar. Jacqueline Gonzalez Salgado. Ariel Nicole Salinas. Eldi Odalis Salmaran Alisa. Ismelda Lice Salmaran Ariasa. Edgar Antonio Salmaran Renderos. Abraham Sanchez II. Alexis Gabriel Sanchez. Carla Araceli Sanchez. Elizabeth Marie Sanchez. Jacqueline Sanchez. Jesse Alexis Sanchez. Jose Andres Sanchez. Leslie Sanchez. Richard Giovanni Santa Cruz. Rosalinda Santa Cruz. Johanna Stephanie Santiago. Eddie Miguel Santos. Jairo Javier Santos. Jose Manuel Santos. Ashley Elizabeth Saravia. Denisha Alexis Saunders. Ryan Anthony Savan. Emma Christina Skirmerhorn. Ariel Alberto Segovia. Haley Nayeli Segovia. Jose Mikel Segovia. Alan Sangdara. Alondra Serna Romo. Michael Serrano. Jessica Moniz Shelton. Allison Guadalupe Siberian Gonzalez. Sofia Angelita Cifuentes. Christian Ricardo Silis Oriana. Caleb Andrew Simcox. Bobby Jamal Skinner. Devin Unique Smith. Danger Paul Smith. Taylor Alicia Smith. Calvin Marcel Solomon. Stephen Jahaciel Solosano. Adriel Sotelo. Sabrina Soto. Victor Manuel Soto. Kevin Suvana Nakumani. Cami DeErica Sowell. Herman Lamar Stanley III. Jazia Janice Sterling. Leslie Cristal Suarez Don Juan. Kevin Sebastian Tabares. Montrell Andrew Tate. Tiara Janice Taylor. David Isai Ibarra Teles. Fu Tai. Fook Tai. Carolyn Tan Trong. Kristen Page Thomas. Zachary Mark Thrasher. Emery Donny Tibbs. Emmanuel Tijero. Brian Alexander Tobar. Justice Isaiah Tomlinson. Skylar Arnona Tompkins Clark. Agnesa Topali. Allison Nicole Torres. Monica Marie Torres. Teresita de Jesus Torres. Iris Torres Martinez. Nathan Frank Tovar Nino. Kevin Tran. Tan Nak Fong Tran. Tien T Tui Tran. Timothy Min Tam Tran. Gregory Paxton Trask Jr. Luis Humberto Trejo Medina. Kevin Bautista Trejos. Montserrat Trevino. Clarissa Denise Tristan. Austin Ross Quijano Triunfante. Don Qui Trong. Vincent Joseph Tucker Jr. Christian Uresti. Jason Vaglienti. Alejandra Beatriz Valdez. Gregory Matthew Valine. Tritravian Verjon Vance. Ashley Jocelyn Vargas. Berenice Velasquez Rojas. Hector Velasquez. Talia Velasquez. Jacqueline Velasquez. Naimara Yasdel Velez Santiago. Juan Kenneth Ventura. Larry Ventura. Angel Vidal. Brian Josue Villa. Christopher Lorenzo Villagomez. Leonardo Alejandro Villalpando. Jorge Hernan Villanueva. Eric Stephen Villatoro. Rutherford Armando Villatoro. Saul Abran Villatoro. Theodore Inocencia Viedo. Kevin Javier Villegas. Christy Vo. Jordan Waldron. Jaden Earl Walker. Stephen Alexander Waller. Deja Daniel Walters. Angelique Janae Warner. Anthony Holt Warren. Austin Alexander Waters. Layla Eve Watkins. Nylea Lene Watts. Noah Thomas Webb. Desiree Anna Weldon. Marquisha Lachey Whitehead. Alonso de Marquez Williams. Brianna Denise Williams Ponton. Chase Alexander Williams. De Santiago Tyreek Williams. Jaquela Briochiane Williams. Jeffrey Dwayne Williams Jr. Caitlin Janae Williams. Kiyuna Tere Williams. Nicole Juanita Williams. Shannon Michaela Williams. Tobias Dion Williams II. Tyrese Williams. Amaya Tashay Wilson. Katrina Mackenzie Wilson. Omar DeAndre Wilson. Claudette Ifania Winston. Kevon O'Shea Youngblood. Miguel Angel Zacharias Jr. Ivy Yetzire Zamora. Eunice Zamora Portillo. Genesis Ruby Zapian. Nelly Michelle Zesena. Nayeli Zuniga. Jalea Monique Aldridge.
Graduates of the class of 2019, please stand. Look on your left, now look on your right. These are the students, parents, and teachers who have helped us get to this very stadium and walk across this very stage. Thank you for your love and dedication to push us to this amazing accomplishment. Soon, we will close the page of this amazing chapter and begin the uncertain path ahead of us. Although it may seem intimidating, I know that each and every one of you have the potential to achieve extraordinary goals. Whether you want to be an artist or a lawyer, a businessman or a doctor, or even if you aren't sure of your future, I know that you will write an irresistible page turner. So class of 2019, I encourage you to take the memories you've made with your friends, the lessons you've learned from your teachers, and the inspiration you've gained from your parents, and write a brand new chapter for yourself. I know that each success and failure from here on out will lead you to make the impossible possible. I'm excited to see where we'll all go with the Eagle spirits in our hearts. It is now 10:32 a.m. This is where our future begins. Congratulations, class of 2019! Woo!